Hi everyone, and welcome back to yet another series of interesting topics related to news and technologies like AI, ML, ChatGPT, and our showstopper for today, which is blockchain. Yes, you're right. You might have heard about this buzzword blockchain in various financial related aspects and majorly in the markets where you deal with cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, etc. But today, this blockchain will find its use case not just in the financial industry but into supply chain management as well. Blockchain has an inherent capability of finding its way into different industries and multiple domains like HR, marketing, finance, and operations and supply chain management. But you might be wondering that as an MBA graduate, is knowing more about tools and technologies like blockchain will be impactful, or will you be able to contribute into the technical aspects of it? I'm not going to talk about the technical aspects, but to identify the use cases of it, which are very much interesting to learn and deriving point of view, be it into consulting or as an analyst. If you are able to derive the use cases of blockchain into your specific industry, you are definitely contributing to the role which you are playing. And trust me, getting into such technologies early on will add a cherry on top of the cake and build your resume even more stronger. Not just your resume, but your knowledge will definitely be helpful in the long run. Blockchain technology is also known as decentralized ledger technology, which is also called as DLT. Let me explain you in detail about what does each word in this particular DLT means. So as we said, it is decentralized, meaning that no single owner has a full control of the end-to-end transactions happening on the network, and every single stakeholder has equal capacity to view the transactions, and no changes can be accepted without the consent of all the stakeholders in the network. That makes it more powerful in terms of trust, reliability, and tamper-proofness. And building trust between the stakeholders in any particular industry or business is the most important aspect for it to flourish. So in that way, blockchain has a lot to offer. The second term, which is the ledger meaning in financial terms, we say the book of financial transactions. That is, you are keeping a track record of all the financial things which are happening is called as a ledger. So it is a decentralized ledger technology. In today's era where we have hackers all over the place and hacking your accounts, where major of your earnings are all at stake, building trust is the most important thing which every particular person would look forward to. And if your transactions are end-to-end secured and tamper-proof, there's nothing like it. Also, all the stakeholders on the blockchain network have the access to view the transactions happening real time. Meaning, if you have bought a particular facility or a service or a product or commodity, you will be able to see when the transaction is actually happening, when the account is being debited and the other person's account being credited with the amount. Meaning that you can view the transactions as and when they are happening, and the buyer in return will be able to view the invoice in fraction of seconds without even asking the supplier to provide it. Isn't it interesting? Yes, so that's all which is happening on the blockchain network. Right from the suppliers to the manufacturers to the logistic providers to the warehouses, facilities, distributors and the retailers and even the end customers. This makes it very much transparent and integrated. So another use case of it into the supply chain industry is the IBP part of it, which is the integrated business processes. Now let us understand this with the help of an example. Consider that a coffee bean is being produced in the farm of a farmer who is certified as an organic coffee bean producer. This particular certificate is uploaded on the blockchain network, so all the stakeholders have the visibility to it. And the coffee bean producer can then be labelized as an organic producer. Have you ever wondered while having coffee in Starbucks that if this particular coffee is not adulterated, or if it is being ethically sourced, or if the farmer producing this coffee is actually certified, or the manufacturer of producing a cocoa powder is actually certified producer of it? Yes, many of us might have wondered, because in such cafes we end up paying extra amount for that particular product, and so we wonder about the authenticity of it. So imagine that the Starbucks has this particular QR code which you can easily scan, and through that scanning you can actually see a whole network of right from the producers, where the coffee beans were produced, where the cocoa powder was produced, from where it was sourced, which supplier, how the logistics provider and what conditions were maintained while transporting those coffee, and what were the actual monitoring conditions which were practiced while transporting the coffee beans or cocoa powder to different distributors, and from there to the retailers and to the Starbucks coffee cafe where it was actually being mixed into your drink. This kind of end-to-end visibility will be enabled through blockchain networks. And not just the customers, but even the other stakeholders from the industry sitting on the network will be able to see the entire transactions happening in the real time. So a manufacturer will be able to see the farmer's certificate, and distributors or the logistic providers will be able to identify the manufacturer's authenticity of producing the goods and the machines used and the processes followed while producing cocoa powder from the coffee beans. Again, the distributors or the warehouse providers will be able to see in what conditions was this particular coffee bean or coffee powder was being transported. And that's how, if a particular product is damaged or it crosses the expiry date, it can be very well known from sitting onto the network and going back, tracing it when it was actually produced and when it was actually transported. The entire supply chain will be able to identify the glitches in the network and the person or the people responsible for it, and the risk and the ownership which was transferred from point to point would be very much identified and secured. Also, the customer will be assured of it having the authentic and organic coffee for the products which they are paying a heavy amount. Even the inventory optimization will be better because we'll be able to reconcile how much coffee beans were sold and how much was there, and the fact that data is not being tampered and no single person is controlling it. There is a lot of trust established about the processes that then can actually be called as reliable, and thus replacing the ERP system. Integrated business planning can be easily done using simple blockchain technology. Even the inspection industries and the auditing firms will be able to identify any glitches in the network and can then be rectified then and there in the real time. But having said all that, you might be wondering then why we are still using ERP, SAPs and all the other legacy systems even though we have such blockchain and AI ML technologies. The answer to this is related to adaptability and the requirement for change management within the industries, because these particular technologies will require a lot of upskilling amongst the employees as well as knowledge amongst the stakeholders as well about how to handle these new changes, and will also hamper a lot of jobs and will cause layoffs in the industry. So because of the fear of change, these are not easily adapted. We can imagine the high amount of cost which will be there to establish this, replacing the legacy systems. First, you have to build a strong environment, and then on top of it replace the old legacy systems with the blockchain technology, then train the employees and then upskill them to use this. Also, all the stakeholders will have to be on the same page to use it and sit on the same blockchain network side by side. But definitely these are some of the technologies rapidly being adapted by all the industries in the current times, and it's not a thing of the future, it is right now which is happening. So let me know about your views on these technologies. Thank you so much.